Well, hello everyone, this is Basil the Ortho Biker. It's that time of year again, and it's time for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue 2023. Last year it was kind of a last minute decision of sorts, as I decided to go out there for a few hours and see what it was all about. I had never been. This year is not too far from the last minute decision, but I've got a hotel room this time, so I'll be staying the night and seeing what the nightlife of Eureka Springs is like in the middle of Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So join me for a ride as I head out to Eureka Springs and we see what it's all about. Alright guys, I made it to Eureka Springs. I am staying at the Cedar Creek Lodge just off the turnoff to the historical downtown Eureka Springs. Passed by the Trail Harley-Davidson on the way up here. As usual, they're packed. I could hear the music outside from, I'm assuming, downtown Eureka Springs, but I can't tell. There's motorcycles going by everywhere. This is about what I expected for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues, and also Bike Fest Eureka Springs. But for now, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to go find me some food. Now, one of the reasons why I got the hotel room where I did, I mean, besides from being the last one I can get, one of the last ones, is that it's right next to this road. It goes downhill, it's one way, coming up, and it's like, what, less than half a mile? I could walk that. Of course, this downhill slog is killing my calves, so I probably shouldn't skip leg day, or maybe I should start having a leg day. But next stop is Cat House Lounge. Good morning, guys. This is the next day. You know, last night went so terrifically badly, I just skipped to the next day. You can't help but laugh at it and wonder, what did you do to piss the world off for things to go so badly? So I walked down that hill and I got maybe halfway down and something in my right calf popped. The GoPro does that hill no justice. It flattens everything, but it was probably easily almost a 45-degree grade. I probably shouldn't have been walking down the hill, but that's another story. I get to the bottom of the hill and it's packed with motorcycles, people, just like fully expected. Cat House Lounge is always packed with bikers. I finally get to my place where I'm going to eat. It took 2 hours to get the food. About maybe 3/4 of the way through that, the bartender looked at me and was like, oh my gosh. He walks over to me. My ticket got lost somewhere in the chaos of the evening. So I got to eat finally after 2 hours of sitting there. Good deals. He paid for my meal, or he gave it to me for free, so I didn't have to pay for it. I tried to walk back out, and the trolleys stopped running for the day. They ended at 8. It was 8:15. So had my dinner been on time, I would have been able to get a trolley back to my hotel. So then I had to walk uphill for half a mile back to my hotel room. By the time I got back, I was ratty looking, drenched in sweat. I just get in the jacuzzi, go to bed. That was it. I was done. But anyways, so it's Saturday morning. It's Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and I think I'm going to go find some breakfast, and then we're going to hit the pig trail here in Eureka Springs. All right, let's go. Why is there always one at every rally? Gosh dang it. So yes, I ate breakfast at McDonald's, but you'll never believe who walked in. I was staring at my phone, finishing up my sausage cheese biscuit, and I heard an all too familiar voice. Jess from Her Two Wheels. I didn't want to be a creeper, I didn't bother her too much. We did talk for a bit. It was really nice meeting her. Apparently Josh and our Shade Tree Surgeon and some others are up here as well. I'm not sure I'll run into them. I wasn't actually expecting to run into anybody, so that was a really happy surprise. Finally got to see Appa in person. Beautiful bike. But right now, I'm on my way to get me some caffeine because I need some Mountain Dew Zero, guys. I know, it's poison, but man, this traffic is horrible. But when you are chemically dependent because you work in IT for a living, it's kind of a necessity. And then after I find my caffeine, not at this gas station, I know they don't have it, we are going to go to the pig trail and see what they got going on there. But let's go ahead and fast forward through all this traffic, shall we? So nothing last night went to plan, or as expected. And that seems to be the underlying thread to almost every motorcycle trip I embark upon. However, this morning was shaping up pretty good. I got to meet one of my favorite YouTubers. I finally found a Mountain Dew Zero, and then headed out to the Pig Trail Harley-Davidson there in Eureka Springs. And when I pulled in, I was told that I was lucky, getting that last and only spot left on that side of the or corner of the parking lot. Maybe I should have bought a lottery ticket that morning. But there were bikes, there were blues, and I could smell the food. It was starting to sound and smell like the motorcycle rally I had been hoping for. Listen to the sound of that glorious thunder. Today's turning out to be a pretty good day. I might ride a Nightster later. I haven't decided yet, so just weighing the possibilities on that. But man, look at all these motorcycles.
You're gonna get a little funky for you right now.
It is absolute chaos here, and there's a lot of motorcycles. And poof, I have a hat. Pig Trail at Eureka is a lot bigger than it was last year. Yeah, I imagine after a few years, Eureka Springs might be the epicenter of bikes, blues, and barbecues. But we'll see. But for now, I'm going to try and conquer the tower. I finally had quarters this year. Oh, I'm gonna regret all the stairs. Ooh. My legs still hurt from Eureka Springs yesterday. I'll see you at the top.
A few moments later.
Well, at the tower, that showed me anything. It's that I'm out of shape. I'm maybe a little more than halfway. I can barely breathe. So my goal is to do not skip leg day. Get up the tower easier next year. I'll get to the top, but it just may take me a little longer than expected. I'm gonna try and slog through the last of these levels to see if I can get to the top. Here we go. Well, I made it to the top, but I didn't die. I don't know how I'm gonna get down. Very slowly, probably. But there's a nice, cool breeze up here, and the view is spectacular. Who needs drone footage when you got a tower? Now comes the hard part. I gotta get back down this tower. Aw. Alright, so I'm on the road to pick Trail Harley-Davidson, Rogers, Arkansas. Man, it was a nightmare getting on this road from the gas station. It's weird, as you head further east in the town, the traffic seems to become less chaotic, but as soon as you start to head towards the historic district of Eureka Springs, and it just gets real chaotic. So I did not test ride a bike at the Harley-Davidson dealership. They were pretty busy. Everything was just chaos, and I didn't feel comfortable test riding a motorcycle I've never ridden in conditions that are barely manageable. Anyways, as I was saying, I didn't test ride the Harley because the roads here are way too chaotic. But right now, I'm on my way to the Big Trail Harley-Davidson in Rogers, Arkansas, the epicenter of the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue event. And I'm going to enjoy the curvy roads in between, and I will see you when I get there. Well, I guess somebody picked up my bad luck from yesterday because we are all stuck on 62 about 26 miles outside of Rogers because somebody up ahead ran off the road. So we're all sitting on the side of the road waiting. No idea how long I'll be here. So at some point it's going to be a value judgment. Should I turn around or should I keep going? But we'll see. Alright, I have finally made it to Rogers Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. The parking situation is a lot different from last year. The field I'm currently standing in used to be all motorcycles. Now it's cars. And I bet a lot of it has to do with all this mud that wasn't here last year. Seems like they probably did some digging or excavation for something. Not entirely sure. But let's go ahead and walk into the main event, shall we? After a year of looking, I finally found a leather worker that could redo the snaps on my vest. I now have vest extenders. I'm very happy about that. And now I think my mission is complete. Well guys, that was Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues 2023. I don't have much battery left in this GoPro, and I bought 3 of them. So, it's pretty much the same as it's been before. Differences in vendors. Got some more live music. Definitely more food this year than there was last year. Ran into some people I knew, so that was cool. Met some new people I didn't know, and that's also cool. But for now, I'm gonna ride home, stop for gas in Eureka Springs, maybe catch dinner on the So I brought 3 GoPro batteries with me, and only 2 of them were charged. And this is the point where the last GoPro battery died. Maybe one of these days I will actually remember to make a checklist of things to do before I go on trips like this. But I think that is something I said in my very first video, and I still haven't learned my lesson. Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue 2023 seems to have had a lot more going on this year, in part to additional participation and support of the city of Eureka Springs, and also from Adam Sandoval. Although I did not go to the campgrounds, I have seen the videos and shenanigans from other YouTubers, and it seems like there was a fair amount going on there as well. I imagine that each year, with the participation of Eureka Springs and the growth of planning, this event can only get bigger. But now comes the 2.5-hour ride home from Rogers, Arkansas. I thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications of any videos I may put out in the future. But, as always, keep the 2 wheels on the ground, the shiny side up, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.